You haven't watched The Walking Dead?
Not
Not the TV show,
like the first series, I believe, and then not really caught up on it since.
I know. It's another series where I kind of stuck with it.
Right.
And I think it's finished now. And I can't face Fear the Walking Dead. And
is that just like a sequel series?
It's a spin-off. Because midway through The Walking Dead, the guy with a fucking stick, can't mind his name, the crazy dude, he disappears.
The comedian?
No.
The guy that played the comedian?
No.
Oh.
Negan stays with him. He's dead early on. Mind you, he goes crazy, and I think his son dies. He's the guy right at he's in the first series. He saves Rick right in the first episode of the first series.
Right.
He's in with his son, and he can't kill his wife.
Right. Okay.
He goes off and has his own spin-off adventure, which is Fear the Walking Dead, which I have not watched. I finished The Walking Dead, which recently concluded. But my God, man, I don't know what season it is. You lose Rick, but I'd say as soon as you lose Rick, that's when it completely falls apart.
Rick's the guy it starts with, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I see. I can see how you'd want him as like the constant thread. I would have thought, but then again,
exactly. So it's like, and the problem is as well. So a lot of his family start dying throughout the season. Like you say, he's the constant thread. So I give a shit about his son Karl because it's his son. It's the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
He found him after a hard, I was going to say a hard slog, but he kind of finds him almost immediately.
but like waking up in the world's all zombies and crap.
Yeah, exactly. You want him to find his family again. So there's that story, and then you want him to see him protect his family.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I've watched all of it, so it all kind of blurred into one. So apologies if I'm naming off the wrong season of what happens each season, kind of thing. But for like season 1, it's basically he finds his family, brings the team back together. Season 2, it's kind of established that his best pal, who kept his wife safe and his son safe, pumped his wife.
Yes.
And she's pregnant with his baby.
Uh-oh.
And he ends up killing him. Was it green? Yellow? No, did it wrong. Flat. Blue, red, right, sorry, blue, red, yellow, green. Right. Imagine it was this easy to break into a fucking safe.
I imagine you went into Fort Knox and that's all it was. Yeah. Was that.
There's a man just running about shooting guns and the security gun turret is like, just play Simon Says with me for a second.
It was all just like rumours, like they just bigged it up so that they would think, no one will have the balls to come actually try and rob it.
It probably isn't that secure now, like you say. Is gold even gold?
Does gold even exist?
Is it not all Bitcoin now?
No, probably.
But season 2, it's all about kind of his pal shagged his missus and is the way in his, that kind of whole piece.
Jerry.
Exactly. And during a zombie apocalypse, you need kind of some controversy. And again, just building the crew a wee bit as well. So they go to a farm, and then the farm gets fucked, so they have to leave the farm. And then they go to a prison, which is kind of a cool setting for like a apocalypse.
That is cool. That could be a really good place to be in a zombie invasion. Could be, it depends.
When they first come across it, it's kind of overrun with zombies. But by the end, it's sad as well because they sort of go around fixing. And that's what I like is that they kind of sort a lot of the places, kind of fix them and then make them right. There we go. Before they get kind of fucked up again. So they lose the prison to, I don't know, the governor. I think you can do something with him. Not the governor, the guy you've got.
Yeah, I
think
he can, but I think just not yet because I think he has to get that once it's.
They lose the prison to the governor. There we go.
Governor.
And then they move on. They find a place called Alexandria, which is kind of like a self-sustaining community, and that kind of stays right till the end. It goes through attacks and is not as good, as it obviously gets more attacked and worn out in the longer time they live. But in general, that's kind of like their forever home. And it's, like I say, it's relatively self-sustaining. I'm sure there must be something he can do now. Or has he pulled the button?
He's pulled the button. I think it opened a door or some shit. Aye, to the right. Aye, yeah. See, now you could grab that wee Harrison, I believe. I think that's so that I could get across, but if you just jump... Oh, is it just that? I don't know. See if you can go through that door.
I think I can... that's what I can do. No, I can fix that. So they... Again, we're getting into it too much because it would take forever. They lose people sort of throughout the journey and...
Point that. You just shot me.
I didn't mean to. I didn't realise it would just shoot you. You know, they lose people throughout the journey, and then eventually they lose Rick. You know, so you're going through all this turmoil, and then you basically lose the main character, and that's for me where it all fell to bits. And they try and re-establish it with like some of the other characters as the main character, but it just doesn't work for me anyway. And there's some episodes are better than others. The way I kind of say it to Amanda is it's like, you can tell some of these were from the graphic novel because there's some one-off stories that are just fucking really... Oh, can you control it?
Oh, right, that's what he's doing. I see.
There's some stories that are really good. I think you can just smash straight through them.
You can't attack or anything. I'll let go over here and press the button, I guess.
Nice. Nicely done. But other than that, it's really just... It's painful to watch sometimes because you're like, I don't care. I don't care about Michonne. I don't care about fucking Daryl, who's kind of becomes the main guy towards the end. I don't care about fucking Princess Cookie Monster, whatever the fuck, who gets introduced. I kind of care about Eugene, but even then, Negan's become a little bitch. So I don't really care. Towards the end.
I thought he was a mad psycho badass dude.
He was, but then they fucking neuter him, and rather than kill him off, they just kind of keep him around. And it gets ridiculous, man. They get too good at killing zombies. It's one of the big problems. Trying to get this to do something that's no doing anything. There we go, whatever. Because they always try and big up the threat, and you're like, well, not one of them is in any danger from a zombie at any time. Not believably. Oh, sweet, can I drive over these buttons? Yes, I drive over these buttons. So the show just loses its whole allure. And then Michonne disappears as well. So again, you're just left with Daryl. And trying to think who else. Maggie comes back. So Maggie disappears after Glenn dies. And comes back. But again, I never really liked Maggie anyway. I thought she was a fucking obnoxious cow. And they try and big up the whole thing with like, oh, she'll fucking kill Negan. But she never does. Again, never delivers on the potential of that. She just kind of forgives Negan. Like, she forgives him. Are you fucking shitting me? Like, man fucking killed her partner with a baseball bat. I know you probably didn't get up to that point, but it was a really dramatic moment.
Yeah.
Like, Negan's got them all by the balls and basically just fucking kills them. Or kills a load of them and makes Rick his bitch. And then Karl dies. Fucking Karl dies, man. Just so sad. But towards the end, how does it end? It just kind of ends on a pure, like, really weird note. And apparently they're going to make another season.
Right.
So they're going to do, like, a spin-off season of, like... hang on, get this right. Yellow, red, green. Right, yellow, red, green. Nice. Of Michonne and Rick. So it kind of shows where Rick's been this whole time. On like the very last episode, like post credits. And you kind of know some of it because it's already hinted at it. So he gets picked up by, what's her name? I want to say Anne, but I'm sure it's not Anne. The reason I'm thinking Anne is, did you ever watch Arrested Development?
No.
Well, Arrested, but there's a character in it called Anne, who is whatchamacallit's girlfriend. Not Jonah Hill, the other one, what's his name?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera's girlfriend's called Anne, but she's so forgettable, so unrecognisable that like no one recognises her. And aye, that's kind of who this character is. I fucking can't mind her actual name. She's so fucking forgettable. But she kidnapped him, and she's not even there. That's again what's weird. Is like he's out on his own. He kind of ditches whoever's kidnapped him, and he's trying to call for help. And Michonne figures this out, and that's how they justify Michonne leaving.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna have this spin-off series of just Rick and Michonne, and you're like, why?
I think you need to pull that lever.
Where is it?
Underneath that big circle thing.
You're right. Good spot. Meanwhile, Daryl's gone off on his own, like just taking his motorbike. Even though they don't have, well, they've kind of suggested they don't have gasoline, but they do. You know, they seem to have gasoline when it suits them.
Yeah.
And not when it doesn't. Pew. And who else is left? So Maggie's just kind of fucking around. Negan's having a kid with some bud. Oh my god, what's her name? It's going to annoy me so much. She starts off, she's getting abused by her husband. And then she gets all super independent. That's terrible. She'd remember her name. And I just can't.
Princess Peach?
It's not Princess Peach, god damn. Princess Peach is a strong, independent woman. Why would you assume that Princess Peach starts out helpless? Princess Peach has always been characterised as a strong, independent woman. She can handle herself, whereas Mario is a complete incompetent. Never once saved the Mushroom Kingdom from anything.
Obviously.
He's just a beta male fucking cuck. Where are you going? Ah, you just broke the fucking suit. You obviously need to destroy all these.
Well, I did wonder, but then I changed my mind.
Then you just decided enough's enough. I've had enough of smashing these fucking whatever these are.
Metal pole, climb that shit. Climb into that motherfucker.
Ezekiel again, he's written out. A lot of characters they're like, I don't know what the fuck to do with you. We brought you back, but we haven't decided what to do with you. And rather than just kill them off then. It's a zombie like apocalypse world, whatever. There's no issues killing a load of these guys off. Sometimes that's what you need, is a cull just to keep people on their toes. And the problem is the last 3 seasons don't have any significant like changes. They have a few fake outs where characters have died, but you're like, well, did we see the body?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not dead then. Just like Wanda in fucking Doctor Strange.
Aye.
It's like, she's alive, she's coming back. Nicely done. Destroyed the batsuit.
Now they've got a cannon.
Hilarious. Carole, that's her name.
Carole.
Jesus. She does fuck all. Towards the end. She has this whole arc of she overcomes the kind of abuse of her husband, becomes a self-made woman, becomes a pure badass, really. And then again, they don't know what to do with her, so they just kind of have her making pies and shit. It's again, just don't waste your time. As soon as Rick leaves Walking Dead, you leave Walking Dead as well, because it's not worth your time.
Fair enough.